Hi friends, happy Earth Day. I have been thinking about restarting my container garden a lot, actually, probably for like the last month. So today is Earth Day, and after I got off work today, I decided to go ahead and pick up some little plants and get this garden party started. I'm wearing my Earth Day Everyday shirt that I got from American Eagle like years ago, but let me show you what I have. So, is it raining? Oh no, it's raining. Let's see how long I can hang out here. Okay, I have rosemary, which is one of my favorite herbs. We don't really cook with it a lot. The same thing with this one, sweet basil. We don't really cook with rosemary and basil a whole lot. Lamar uses it, of course, like occasionally in potatoes and pastas and stuff like that. But they're just my favorite plants, and I just like having them around. I got red beefsteak heirloom tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes, but Lamar does, so I got those for him. And then I got two mint plants. This one is peppermint, and then this one is chocolate mint, which I'm kind of excited about to see like what that kind of tea would taste like. And then last, I got a yellow watermelon plant. I don't know if you can grow watermelon in a container, but I'm gonna try. So all of these I got from Walmart, and they were actually on sale for I think $2.98 or something like that. So I'm gonna plant those. I have my old plants from my first time doing a container garden, which was like 2 years ago, I think. And yeah, we got a bag of soil, and I also picked up some seeds. Well, I picked up some seeds, and I have some seeds that Lamar bought me a while ago. So I bought squash and something else, I think. Where'd those other seeds go? Oh, here they are. I bought squash and cucumber, broccoli, and garden bean. So then when I got home, I found the seeds that Lamar bought me a while ago. He got me some carrot. Also don't know if this can grow in a container. Cantaloupe, watermelon, lettuce, lots of cucumber, and some more garden beans. So, a couple years ago when I first started my container garden, I went through like so many issues, like pests, just general not being able to grow things. My biggest nemesis was the cucumber plant. Like, I would get it like flourishing and blossoming, and it would look really good, and then all of a sudden they would start dying. Like my first plant, I think it got spider mites, so then I had to figure out how to get rid of those. Then my second plant got oh, what were they called? I forget what they were called. They were these little white bugs. They were like white and fuzzy. I can't remember. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. And the third go around was like the best one. Like I was doing everything to fight off those first two pests. I was putting in like the plant food and like just really hovering over this plant, trying And I finally got, like, there was a couple baby cucumbers that were starting to grow on this plant. I was super excited. And then I started noticing that the leaves looked like something was eating the leaves, like munching on them like salad. And so I would come out and just inspect the plant, like turning over like every single leaf. I was really obsessive. And I came across these little, what do you call them? Caterpillars? I feel like caterpillar is like a cute thing. You're like, oh, look at the caterpillar. It's so adorable. These are like devil's caterpillars, like coming in here and eating my cucumber leaves. And then the one little cucumber that I did get, I was so excited. And then I was looking at it, and upon closer like observation, there was a hole in it, and a little like bug had just eaten its way into my little cucumber. So mad. So these, I also forget what kind of moth laid these eggs, but they were basically like this long, and they were green, and they would just like go around, and at nighttime they would eat, just ravage my cucumber plant. Like, they murked my baby. And in the day, they would like roll up in the leaves. So like little sleeping bags. Like, oh, I'll eat this tomorrow, but for tonight it's my sleeping bag. So they would roll themselves up in the leaves during the day. So what I ended up doing, because I didn't want to do a whole lot of like pesticides and stuff on my plants. Like, I was trying to do things like naturally, and like with neem oil, and like just like spraying things off with like a high-powered hose, like trying to keep it natural. And so I decided that the best way to get rid of these little critters was to pick them off by hand. The most disgusting thing I've ever done gardening wise, by far. So I would literally sit with a bucket and go leaf by leaf, turning it over, looking for these little bugs, picking them off, dropping them in the bucket. And it was, oh my gosh. So this time, fingers crossed, God willing and the creek don't run, I'm gonna get cucumbers. I just want cucumbers. The rest of this stuff would be great to have around, but I really just want cucumbers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I have some large pots over here from my original container garden, and I'm going to get those set. I'm gonna put these in. I'm gonna put the 2 mint plants in one. The rosemary will get its own. The basil will get its own. The watermelon will be its own. And the tomato will get its own. And then I have another plant back here. This one is actually my previous basil plant. And like the shrubberies have joined forces. Can I please have my basil plant? Let go. Go away. Oh, trying to hit me in the face. Chop. There we go. So, this was my lime basil plant. As you can see, it's dead, but these are actually seed pods. So what I'm gonna do before I dig this out, I'm gonna harvest all of these seeds, and then when I plant my new basil, I'm just gonna toss these seeds in with it. So they'll get a second chance at life. So, the other plan is I'm going to be using these as my my baby starter, because all I have, like cucumber wise, I have seeds. So I'm going to do all cucumber seeds in here. I'm going to put the soil in, plant the seeds, and then I'm going to put like saran wrap over the top to make kind of a greenhouse to get those started. And then I don't know what I'm going to plant in this side. I think maybe the squash, because cucumber and squash, oh no, garden beans. Yes, that's what's gonna go in here. So I might do cucumber and squash in that one, and then garden bean, because I think I have 2 kinds of garden bean. I'll do that in this side. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more pots. So I'm going to set the camera aside and just film another clip while I get some of this done. And yeah, I hope you had a great Earth Day. If you didn't do anything special, I hope it was a nice Sunday for you. And let's get this party started. That's the second time I've said that in this video. So it had gotten super dark, so now I have like my flashlight on my camera going, or not my camera, my phone, my flashlight on my phone going. I thought about stopping the recording and finishing tomorrow morning, but to be honest, it feels beautiful outside right now, so I'm gonna keep going. So as you saw, I have tomato planted. Oh, oh Lord, oh God. Mint. Who is this? Yellow watermelon. Rosemary. And basil. And I did pull whatever seeds I could see on here. I pulled them off and just sprinkled them in. I'm kind of like hands off with basil, because if you've ever grown basil, it is one of, I think, the most awesome plants to grow, because it gets to a point where it's like, I don't even really need you. As long as it rains on me a little bit, I'll be fine. So now I'm going to plant the seeds in my little starters. I poke some little holes in. I don't read any of the instructions. I probably should, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna poke holes in the dirt. I'm gonna put the seeds in the dirt, and I'm gonna water it, because seeds don't have instructions in the wild. So who's going in here? Okay, so I've got these planted. This is squash and cucumber. I have 2, 4, 6, 8. There were eight wells in each container. So in this one I have 6 cucumber, and they're the 2 different kinds of cucumber, and 2 squash. And over here I have 4 cucumber Is that a bug trying to run up on me? No. I have 4 cucumber and then 2 and 2 of each of the garden bean varieties. So tomorrow I am going to label everything, and yeah, I'm not going to water these tonight because I don't have their labels in, and I don't want to wet the seed packets that I put in here, because these all still have seeds in them. So I might even get some more containers and just plant some more stuff. Because I mean, I feel like I plant things with the idea that, okay, a lot of this stuff is going to die. A lot of this is not going to, bear. So let me just plant as much as possible, and we'll go from there. So that's the beginning of my newest container garden. Hooray! When I get some more containers, I have to get some more soil because I used up that entire bag on these pots. But when I get some more soil and some more containers, I'm going to plant these. This is the lettuce and the broccoli. And I think I'm going to plant the carrots. Yeah. I think I'm going to just get like a big pot and plant these carrots and see what happens. We'll see. But yeah, that's all, folks. I'm going to go ahead and go inside, as only one of my citronella candles is still burning, so the mosquitoes are probably planning their attack. So I'm going to go inside and chill out, get some knitting done. Hope you had a good day.